All right, my friends, I'm going to give you an example of reality retirement spending in terms of the Ty Bernicki article that I just got done talking about, which I'll post here shortly. It's actually pretty interesting because that article is fundamentally important for you to understand. Look at those horns coming out of my head. It's kind of funny, huh? But anyway, so this will be pretty cool. I think you'll like this using FIRECalc.com. So don't forget to smash the like button, comments, thumbs up, the whole thing, share the video if you will. And of course, subscribe if you haven't. So let's dive right into this here. So this is FIRECalc.com. And again, this is Ty Bernicki's article, Reality Retirement Planning from the Journal for Financial Planning back in June of 2005. And so I don't even know who retirement FIRECalc.com people are. But I mean, I tell you, I actually tried to donate money to them and it didn't go through for some reason. It's weird. So what you do here is you go to, you have just all kinds of different things. So we got $30,000 of our spending needs. Our portfolio is $750,000, and we're just going to hit submit and see what we come up with. So we hit this, and then you'll get all these different scenarios. A lot going on here, but yeah, there we go. I tried to donate to them, but it didn't work. Odd. Anyway, so a couple of things. So you see all this stuff, and basically what's going on is a Monte Carlo. Essentially, it says they looked at 118 possible 30-year returns, starting with a portfolio of $750,000. And spending your specified amount each year thereafter. Here's how your portfolio would have fared in 118 cycles. All right, so they give you all these different charts and all that. And right here we have found 6 cycles out of the 118. Was 118? Yeah, failed. So for a success rate of 94.9. So, but what does that mean? I mean, that's great. But if we can change these numbers, do whatever we want. So we're going to go to income spending. All right. And this is where you can start playing around with some of the numbers here. And we're not even going to use Social Security. You can do Social Security if you want. It's fine. I'm not trying to do that. You can do pension, all kinds of different things to do. But let's do the spending models. All right. So here. So a couple of the constant spending power. All right. And we're adjusting with 3% a year inflation. So FIRECalc adjusts about everything for inflation. Any exceptions will be noted prominently. So we're using a CPI, a consumer price index, is what we're using here. And that's probably a pretty good place to start. Now, you can adjust for anything you want. You want to do 4% inflation, just got to click that little radio button. If you want to do consumer price index, producer price index, anything you want. I don't know why you'd want to use PPI, but still, I like the CPI. I think it works. And don't forget, CPI back in the old days was much higher than it is today. So I would think you should use that as opposed to 3% inflation. But you can do whatever you want. Constant spending power. Future spending will be about the same as entered above, adjusted for inflation, which is a CPI. This keeps the approximately spending power constant during the term of your retirement. So in this case, we're taking $30,000 off a $750,000 portfolio. So we're taking 4% a year out. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and we're going to adjust it each and every year with a CPI for inflation. We'll talk about this Bernanke's thing here in just a second. All right, so that's what we're doing. All right, so now we're going to go to our portfolio and see how we got it shaken out. We're paying 0.18% for index funds. That's it. We're using the total market going back to 1871. All right. And so basically a split between equities and fixed income is our total market. And let's see here. Oops. All right. If we go now, you can change anything you want. You can do whatever you want to do. You can use, we're using a long bond for interest rates. You can do your fees there. Entries for fees are between 0.18 to 2%. You can do a mixed portfolio. You literally can do whatever you want. So let's do a mixed portfolio here just for simplicity. We'll do, I don't know, let's see here. We got small value. S&P 500, that's pretty good. We got S&P 500, 40%. We're going to do long-term treasuries. Let's see. We're going to do, bear with me just one second. We're going to do, bear with me just a second. We're going to do 20% small. Oops. 20% small, 40% U.S. stocks, large cap. We're going to do 40%, 20% long-term treasuries, and 20% in long-term corporate U.S. bonds. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to hit submit. You can do whatever you want. It's freaking awesome. It's free. All right, so now that's what we've done here. Let's see what the results look like. And here, what did we do? We only ran out of money 3 times in this regard. So we have, we're adjusting for CPI. We're spending 4% a year on that portfolio. And what it is, here's how your portfolio would have fared in each of the 49 cycles. There are only 49 cycles because we're using, not going back to 1871, we're using it where you got small caps, large caps, and long-term government, long-term trade. We can change this around, but I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So we have used 49 cycles, and only 3 times did we run out of money. So we had a success rate of 93.9%. Again, we're using real numbers. We're using CPI as well. So that's good. So what if we say, let's just go back to total market, split between equities and fixed income. And let's see what it looks like here. This goes back to 1871. But I think, actually, let's try this. I think if we just use large caps, let's do this. Let's get rid of small and just use large cap S&P 500 and long treasury bonds. I think that gives us more of a time frame that we can do this. Let's see. Let's see what we're looking at. All right, so here we're it's still only 49 cycles. Okay, I don't know why it does that, but that's okay. We can go to total market. Let's just do the total market. We'll hit submit. This will go back to 1871 and see what we're looking at here. 118 of the possible, so we got 118 possible 30-year periods. So yes, that's a pretty good time. In this case, we had, again, 94.9% success rate. I want to go back to it. Bear with me just a second. Go to mixed portfolio and go crack out. And let's see what we got. So we got 49 possible. That's still pretty good. 49 possible 30-year time frames. Yeah, so either way is good. All right, so let's just stick with this, and what you'll see is 2.628 million. I tell you what, no, let's do something else. We're going to go here. Let's, instead of doing 4%, let's do 5%. So 750 times 0.05. 37,500 is what we're going to take. All right. And again, we're not including Social Security because we're just saying, what do we need from our portfolio? That's all we care about. What do we need from our portfolio? And we're going to do it for 30 years. All right. Now watch this. And did I hit submit? I think, I did. All right, sweet. So let's see what we look like here. All right. So based on this, $750,000 and our $37,500, we got a 57.1% success rate. All right. So we take 5% a year out. Our success rate drops significantly to 57.1. That doesn't make me favorable. I'm like, yikes, that's not good. So what if we do this though? Spending models, and use my man Ty stuff here. All right. And we're going to say our current age is, we'll just say 60 years old. We'll say 60. So we need it for 30 years. So we're 60 years old. We need it for 30 years. What's this going to look like? Krakow. And this is Ty Bernicki's. And we got 100% success rate. The difference is just as huge. I mean, so we got a median here, an average, it's going to be 1.293 million, where before we had an average of $105,000. And the difference is because the spending, the reality retirement spending, it decreases each year, every 5 years, essentially. Even though the needs still grow by inflation at CPI, but what you actually spend on is decreasing each year, as following the model that Bernanke uses the BLS Consumer Expenditure Survey. It's significant. I can't stress enough how much of a deal that is. And Bernanke stuff also takes into taxes in consideration. I'm just telling you, it's such a big difference. And then once you start seeing this, you'll start saying, if Bernanke is right, even if he's only 50% right, I think I'm in a pretty good place. And I'm telling you, you're going to be in a good place. You absolutely are. Now watch this. All right. So we go back, we go forward. What's the one thing that can hold you back? Here under Bernanke's spending model, we're not running out of money. All right. We only have a 0.18% expense ratio. So let's do our fees now. We're going to do your portfolio, and we're going to make the fees 1.18%. All right. Let's see what happens here. Now, I literally don't know, but it'd be interesting to find out. So we're spending 1.18%, not 0.18%, because we're hiring some guy to manage our money. Still got a pretty good success. We're not run out of money, but our average is 813 as opposed to what was 2.5. So that's where you can see you're giving money away by paying those significantly high fees. This is just such a wonder. I could look at FIRECalc.com until I'm blue in the face. You can do portfolio changes. A lot of people ask, hey, how about to change my portfolio as I get older? Tons and tons and tons of stuff here. It's such a good thing. anyway, so highly recommend you look at this stuff. Just tons of different things on this, FIRECalc.com. Look at that for sure. Share it with people. Show them the retirement reality spending article, which I'll put a link in the show notes, and follow. I'm getting ready to do an article. I tried this twice to read this to you, and both times it's for some reason it didn't take, so I can't do that. But I'm going to do it again, and hopefully it'll take this time. But don't forget to smash, thumbs up, comment, and share. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks now.